media through the social universe, and in many cases you learn the secrets of the universe itself. I think by now we definitely have Michael convinced that his profile will be up within the next 24 to 48 hours,
Right.
and then we'll all we'll continue to follow up and share how this is working. We actually had Dorette, who came on the show. She already has 18. You only can have 25 referral partners, and it maxes out because, I mean, how many closely trusted people can you have in your life, right? I mean, they've done
Right.
studies, and the most successful people have 5 to 10 trusted people that they go through life with. The people who have thousands and thousands, and I hate to put myself in that boat, people that they know, like, and trust, and you know, the great networking. But you know what? I'm gonna also qualify that I do have 5 to 10 people that I could count on, you know, both my hands, of the people that have continuously been through life with me. And those are the ones that actually remain successful, that they rely on throughout the years, that stair-step through, that you're constantly in contact with. But you get outside of about 25, and people just don't believe it anymore. So.
Right. Well, there's only so many things to send out, referral-wise. You know?
Yeah, no, it's really too. You betcha. So yeah, and that's another thing, is that you got to be thinking about. And here's one of the things I mentioned to Michael over the break, is that you want to create a subset of referral partners that you know, like, and trust. Number one, yes, you know, like, and trust them. But number two, that are systemically fit for you. So if you notice the way that I recommended that Michael set up his team with the 203K competitive loan, the competitor to the 203K loan, the improvement to the 203K loan, so to speak, that we took that concept and we created people that were systemically likely to refer because they depend on it. That's what I mean by systemically. They depend on that loan. So now if you think about realtors, there's 25,000 realtors in Arizona that that depend on loan officers.
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely.
So that's how you actually turn the industry on its head, is that all of a sudden you're going into a referring group that nobody has ever captured. I'll bet you Brian Buffini himself has never been able to create a methodology as strong as this to be able to go out there and capture referrals from non-real estate entities. So, you know, everybody knows the big ones, that the title, real estate, mortgage, and the builders, and developers, okay, they all refer business back and forth, and they all do business together. That's no surprise. But nobody has ever figured out a way to consistently harness the referrals of the periphery vendors. Okay, and all the way through to the pest control guys. You know, that's big business, and they are willing. That's the thing, and so that's how you turn the real estate on top of itself. So no matter which angle you're from, if you're a real estate agent, what do you want to do? You want to go out there and create as many relationships with as many loan officers as you can, but for specialty areas. No fair competing everybody against each other, okay? So it's kind of like B&I. If anybody's in B&I, it's not required. You could actually have 25 real estate agents if you're a loan officer as your trusted team. But now, doesn't that breed no longer breed trust?
Right.
You know, that you're now recommending everybody all at once, and they all fight amongst each other. That's not very trustworthy. So instead, you want to create a systemic team that is developed in such a way that you work in concert with each other, that systemically needs your product. So real estate agents need the loan officers. The loan officers need referrals. So they would actually bring those referrals in, and in return, they would give a great product and great referrals in return for the first time. A builder or developer. I mean, I remember the first time that I ran into, I left a message off of a radio ad that I heard and said, hey, I'm a marketer. It was a builder that was advertising like crazy on the radio. And I left a message and said, hey, every good radio program needs a good hands-on program. He called me within 24 hours, and we moved $200 million worth of real estate for him, not as real estate agents. We were just presenters and investor group meetings. That was it, and that was 2003 to 2005 area. We had the time of our lives. It was wonderful. They loved us. We loved them. And money flowed everywhere. And you know what? Those days are not exactly back, but they are back to the point about 60 to 70% of what they used to be. So there is no reason that you shouldn't be able to start dominating in an area where there's a product that is in even greater demand than it was between 2003 and 2005.
Oh, absolutely. I don't have any doubt about that.
You bet. So now I'm going to give you the air. We just got about 3 minutes. I want you to kind of share why it is that somebody would want to be a loan officer with you. Obviously, we've doubted the heck out of this great loan program.
Right,
but
right.
But talk a little bit about your company. Why would somebody want to be a loan officer there at Real Estate Mortgage Network with you?
Well, I think Real Estate Mortgage Network brings a couple of things that a lot of companies don't. We're a Fannie Mae direct seller servicer, meaning that we don't sell to Wells and to Chase and everybody else, so we don't have the overlays that the average loan officer out there is fighting against because we do all the paper ourselves. It's our money. We're licensed in 48 states where a lot of the small to mid-sized mortgage bankers might be 10 to 12. Now, sometimes that's important and sometimes it's not, depending on who you are, but, you know, for example, if you know, for us, even being in Arizona, maybe you're from, you know, Ohio. Okay, well, we already have the license there. So if you just get your loan officer license, you're good to go. Whereas another company that's only local based might have to establish brick and mortar there. They may have to start this whole rigmarole. And a lot of times they won't do it because of time and expense. So it gives you a little more width to your platform to be able to market in a wider circle.
Sure.
And so we do offer the renovation loan in all those states, which is, you know, important as well. You know, from a loan officer standpoint, what they really got to think about is it's really the company that they can sustain with over time is really the company that can provide the best service to the agent. You know, so loan officers, by and large, fight with a lot of different things. So things that are important in a couple seconds here is basically we're 24 hours in underwriting. We will underwrite to be determined properties, meaning that we'll go ahead and underwrite the borrower without the property. You know, that's really big because some of these borrowers are a little dicey with tax returns and whatnot.
Sure.
You know, our docs go out in 24 hours. We table fund our loans, meaning that you can actually, your borrower can go to title and they can sign, fund, and record and get their keys all on the same day. You know, last company I was at was a 3-day adventure.
I don't know how many of you out there listening who understand what that means in this world, but it's big.
Yeah,
it's
that's huge. Okay, that's huge.
Jinx.
Yeah, well, so we do all those things really, really well. You know, we have a commitment to operations to make that process as smooth as possible. You know, we have an automatic evaluation that goes out, you know, to call the customer afterwards. We want to know if we've serviced them the correct way. You know, did we close on time? Did we, you know, do all these things? So, you know, that's our big deal is being able to go to the real estate agent and being confident that, you know, a lot of these loan officers are not they're just winging it and they're not really 100% confident. They would not put their life on the line that they're going to close on time.
Right.
They're just grabbing the deal and thinking to themselves, well, if I need an extension, I've already got the deal, so they're not going to pull it. That's really the thought process. Right. When in reality, they don't really believe that their company can get the deals done. They're just there, you know, biding their time. But the problem is as you know, if you're the referral partner for them and you can't close on time, that person's going to be looking for a different referral partner. So it's not a business model that has longevity to it because you're just getting a new agent to just replace the one you had. So you're never really
burns bridges.
Yeah, you're never really growing your business.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
The other aspect, and it looks like we're coming close to ending the show, and we really appreciate Michael Yamamoto coming on the show with us today. And again, don't forget to go to YouTube and look it up, and you'll, if you type in Social Universe, keyword Real Estate Mortgage Network, then it should float right up to the top on YouTube. But what I wanted to share is that Michael is looking for loan officers all over the United States, or mostly in Arizona?
Well, really, we can go anywhere. Like I said, we have that platform to be able to go wide. So we're building Arizona now, but you know we've got launches in Colorado, California, and all the other places. So if anybody's interested and wants to hear more about the product and the company, you know, feel free to give me a shout.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
So both from a standpoint of what this means, guys, is jobs. This is what we're hearing, is that there's actually jobs being created. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that you are these loans that we've talked about are in all 50 states?
48.
48.
We're licensed in. Yeah.
Okay. So they're licensed in 48 states. So most of you out there, all of this discussion will apply to. So make sure that you go to www.remn.com, the Real Estate Mortgage Network. Go to dial 855-684-5363, extension 100, and ask for Michael Yamamoto. Or also go to YouTube and look it up there. Or, of course, listen to our archive show as well. So thanks again for tuning in to the Social Universe here on World Talk Radio and Voice America. And we look forward to talking to you all next week.